You've got to walk 3,000 miles and you've got to walk 3.
My name is Craig Ferguson and I'm attempting to walk across the entire length of the USA, starting in LA and finishing in Boston. Over 3,000 miles separates me from my end goal, which is seeing Scotland at the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. And we're aiming to raise £1 million for mental health in the process. So let's get into it. Here we go! Day 2 was a silly boy. That didn't mean a thing. That's the change in my pocket. Good morning, team. It is day 2. On the agenda today, 33 miles. You heard that right, 33 miles of straight tarmac that we need to bash through. It's going to be tough. 33 miles is a long old way, but I'm confident. Say yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So we're arriving in Arcadia, Route 66. Super cool. So I've got a kilted visitor who's come to join me. 1 second. There we go. That. I love it, mate. You look the part. You've absolutely smashed it. Thank you so much for coming out, mate.
I was gonna throw my flashes on, like, nah, I'm wearing tennis shoes. I didn't want to put my big boots on.
Nah, I don't think there's no need for flashes, to be fair. I'm not wearing the kilt proper, no sporting or anything for me, so nah, it's all good. It's stuff like that will just never ever fail to spur you on. You know, he comes down there, kilt on, sharing these stories and, you know, why this challenge means so much to him. Eric, if you're watching this, you're a true gentleman and I promise to do you proud, mate. It's only going to get hotter from here on out, so just got to be prepared for it, just got to deal with it. Reapplied my sun cream, refilled the water with lots of salt in it as well, so that the cramps don't want to so that the calves don't want to cramp up is what I meant to say. And I'm potentially getting a visit from a little Scottish celebrity along the way today, which will be super exciting, but I can't wait for that to happen. So we're coming up for the 20 mile mark and I'm in proper interstate America. We're going to jump into Jerry's Cafe. It's a proper diner. Let's go and get some scran. The portions, they don't joke. It's basically the size of my head, but I'm starving, so I need it. Oh, good. Mate, fucking American diner size food. So, I've got a little special guest on the walk. I am joined by Scottish American royalty. Oh. Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. When you decided that you were going to walk across America, my first thing was, what are you thinking? Yeah, it's a good cause, men's mental health, and I myself, the last couple of years, have been through some stuff that has thrown me, and I say it off kilter, and I don't mean that with any kind of silliness, but I actually was a couple of times had driven out to the desert to decide how I was going to kill myself, because I'd gone through such an emotional, in a sense, a roller coaster, and I didn't talk to anybody about it, and it wasn't until I'm putting it in a nutshell for you.
No, of course.
It wasn't until my husband came home one afternoon and I literally was sitting in the kitchen and I was hitting my head on the countertop and he said, "What's wrong?" And I was at that point, I was at my lowest, so I knew I had to speak to him and talk to him about it. And when I did that, I felt like someone had taken a 10-ton weight off my shoulders. Amazing. The problem was still there. Yeah. I had to deal with it. But all of a sudden I felt like this is going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, I think that anyone who has been through struggles themselves, anyone who's found the strength to go and then seek support and speak about it, knows that feeling of like, okay.
Yeah, take a breath.
Take a breath. find the strength within you to seek support. There's always people out there who are willing to listen, willing to help you out. I'm willing to walk 3,000 miles to show you that, but honestly, like, it means the absolute world.
I've got something to give you.
Oh, amazing.
And you can either wear it, but this is by one of my favourite jewellery designers,
yeah.
right?
Oh my god! Look at that, is beautiful.
Right.
Oh my god!
No, can I pin it in your kilt?
You can pin it on my kilt, absolutely.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm just going to give a call out to them because they do all my bling for my shows for
absolutely.
Butler and Wilson.
Absolutely.
That will bling and sparkle the spirit of Scotland when you're walking. You'll be carrying it with you. And you'll think of me. You've got to walk 3,000 miles and you've got to walk
Up a bit on the phone. Yeah.
You're as bossy as I am. higher the better. I brought you some stuff so that on the trip you can have a wee bit of home with you. Right.
Feel of home, right?
First off, shortbread.
Oh.
And also, at night when you decide you might want some toast. And I have to bring you a wee bit of stuff from the Hoovian world. So I brought you some jelly babies.
Oh.
If you know the route and know where Craig's going to be walking, please go along the route and get your kilt on. Go and have a chat with them, particularly if you've suffered from some type of mental health issue or you want to talk about it, because one of the best things you can do, as I know, as you know, is talk.
100%. If you do come down in your kilt, I doubt you're going to have a better outfit than this. That's all I'm going to say. But honestly, thank you so much.
You're
the
welcome.
nicest man ever. I really appreciate it. There we go. Get yourself a pal who fills up your bladder while it's still on your back.
No, mate, there's that.
Got this. So, I've just took a massive risk. What was sending me up and over the hills, I seen the slightest possibility that there was a way that could cut off a few miles. Well, I got to the trail and what greeted me was an underground water tunnel that was pitch black, and I thought, this is my only way. Can I even get through this? I decided to go for it, and I've made it to the other side. A little bit wet feet, but I'm here nonetheless. And I think it just goes to show you, sometimes in life, the biggest reward lies on the other side of risk and fear. It's quite encompassing of what these challenges are all about. Good night, team. Bye. Okay, troops, I feel like we need a little bit of an update on what's going down over the next few days. So we've done it, we've made it out of LA, but what lies ahead now is one of the toughest stretches of the entire challenge. The Mojave Desert, one of the hottest recorded areas on the entire planet. We're going to be trekking through it for the next 6 days, pushing 30, potentially 40-mile days in order to get to Vegas on time and get my first well-deserved rest. It's going to be intense, but I believe we've got it. Come on! Bienvenidos a la El Cajon Pass. There we go. Another day, another couple miles to get. Let's get it, baby!
So today's shopping list is packets of cooked meat, rice, and then the to-do list is I need to do the laundry, I needed to get petrol, I got that. I need to figure out how the fridge works because we've got an issue with that, and then Craig, the cheeky boy, has put general tidy. The place is tidy. It's him that comes in and messes it up. Comes in and just strips off. I know a lot of people would pay a lot of money for that, but I'd rather not. But yesterday's investment, we got bed sheets, like proper fitted, so I made the beds properly, which has made a lot of difference instead of getting stuck to leather during the night. But yeah, so I'm going to go into Bass Pro for the first time. Buzzing, can't lie. It's like a heaven for me, so yeah, I'll lock up the van and jump in.
Okay, so on the note of own it to people to tell them when it's not always good, and but mate, I just shat myself because I can see your reflection in the mirror, like
Oh my god, don't
here.
do that, man.
Oh
Jesus,
god.
I'm shutting the curtain.
So yeah, really quickly, basically after the sun went down, the vibe went from really wholesome and lovely, as the last video you'll see was, to terrifying and not so wholesome. Matthew was in the end location at a place called Daggett, which he could only describe as an abandoned shithole. And absolutely there was nothing there other than a couple of loonies, in particular one woman who was just off an absolute rocker. Like, what did you see, Matthew?
So I seen her coming, I heard someone running across the train track, and I thought she was out of breath, and then all of a sudden she's running at me with her arms like flailing and all that, and I was like, oh, she's like off her head on like fentanyl or something. So I like jumped in the van and then phoned Craig, and I was like, I've had to jump in the van, someone's like out their face. And then as I'm on the phone to Craig, she starts running down the road that Craig's on, so I'm like, oh, she's coming towards you. So I jumped outside, got the chairs, and then drove towards Craig.
Yeah, so bear in mind it's like pitch black at this point. I'm like, mate, if she's running towards me, she's gonna encounter me. Jump in the van and come and get me. I'd already walked 36 miles at this point, and I'm like, I think that calls for an end to the day. So Matthew's come and got me. We're now staying in a much safer spot outside of like a diner, so we should be all good. We will need to head back to there in the morning to start going again, but a very stark reminder that there is some absolute loonies out there, and we need to be careful of everyone. As we were driving here, we seen her again, like basically standing on the middle of the road, arms like flailing, like kind of shouting and stuff. So yeah, very scary, kind of spooked out a little bit by it all, but hey ho, we go again in the morning and we need to crack on over the next few days. But we're all safe, we're all good to now, but yeah, hopefully not too many more encounters like that. Good night, team. Bye. Hello team, it is Craig Ferguson here. Thank you so much for watching week 1 of my walk across America. If you're enjoying this journey, then please subscribe, and remember to donate to the cause. Visit thetartantrek.co.uk. We're currently in Vegas right now, but next week we'll be heading further up towards Utah and into more desert. I can't wait. See you in the next video. Woo!